everyone! Welcome to our community live stream pre-launch for Far Cry 5. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us. This is going to be amazing. I'm Matthias, the lead community developer at Ubisoft Montreal, and I'm joined by two amazing guests today.
You flatter us.
Thank you, thank you.
This is Marri.
Hello, I'm a scriptwriter on Far Cry 5.
And this is Knadle.
I'm lead dev tester on Far Cry 5.
There you go. So today we have a very exciting stream for you guys. First of all, the game comes out very soon on March 27th. Exactly.
Oh man, so soon, so soon.
So soon. We're so hyped. We're so excited. And for this stream, live stream from Ubisoft Montreal, we're going to be showing you the first 45 minutes of the game. So the first time you meet the father, it's going to be very exciting. Marri, you're going to be giving us some context about what you see. You have the capacity of post questions in the chat, and we will be answering them live. Shout out to our moderation team who's in the background behind the cameras. And yeah, I think this is going to be a very cool stream. So the first part, the first 45 minutes, first time being broadcast here, and then a second part talking about arcade. But we're going to leave that a little bit. We're going to show you more very soon.
Yes.
So I would say let's jump straight into gameplay.
Yes. And just so you guys know, when there's a cinematic, we're going to be quiet so that you can enjoy and soak it all in. But otherwise, yeah, feel free to post your questions in the chat, and we'll try our best to answer them.
All right.
Enjoy. Let's jump into game.
Are you ready to go?
Okay.
Knadle, show us what you got.
So we've skipped a little bit ahead here. We've flown in on a helicopter to remote Hope County, Montana. You are a rookie sheriff's deputy, and you've been tasked with arresting a mysterious figure known as the Father.
Ooh.
Now, yeah, thank you.
Who is that?
Joseph Seed. Now, we see here some of his followers. You've heard that a cult has been taking root here for years. But now they've started to get violent. There's rumors about them kidnapping people, so it's time for the law to get involved. And actually, you're with a deputy marshal who is here to kind of put pressure on you as the local sheriff's office to do what needs to be done and arrest the father.
Yeah.
So.
And we actually just landed in a helicopter,
Yes.
right? Which is behind us.
Yes, indeed. So we're far from civilization here.
Yes, we're in the middle of their property.
Yes,
Oh,
this
boy.
is
They don't
their
seem too
home.
happy about us being there.
No, they do not want us here at
And
all.
these are your friends.
Yes, and your coworkers.
Yeah. So you were saying you're a rookie.
Yes.
That's who you play in the game.
Exactly.
And who are those three characters?
We have the Marshal there with the U.S. Marshal.
On the left?
Yes, and we have Earl Whitehorse in the middle. He's sort of your direct boss and the local sheriff. And then we have another Deputy Hudson to the right.
Ah, okay. So the four of you, your mission, the warrant.
Yes, deliver it.
Very cool.
Shall we deliver it?
Shall we?
Shall we?
Should we?
Yes, let's go
Let's
in.
do it.
Let's do this.
Hey guys, it's us.
Knock, knock.
We do this, we do it my way. Quietly. Calmly. You got it? Fine. Hudson on the door. Watch our backs. Don't let any of these people get in. Rookie, on me. And you, just try not to do anything stupid.
Relax, Sheriff. You're about to get your name in the paper. You'll be fine.
Something is coming. You can feel it, can you? We are creeping toward the edge. And there will be a reckoning. That is why we started the project. Because we know what happens next. They will come. They will try to take from us, take our guns, take our freedom, take our faith. We will not let them.
Sheriff, come on.
Hold on, Marshal.
We will not let their greed, or their immorality, or their depravity hurt us anymore.
Sheriff.
There will be no more suffering.
Fuck it. Joseph C. I have a warrant issued for your arrest on the suspicion of kidnapping with the intent to harm. Now, I want you to step forward and keep your hands where I can see them.
There they are, the locusts in our garden. See, they've come for me. They've come to take me away from you. They've come to destroy all that we've built.
Do not touch that service weapon! Hold on and don't stand down! Stand down! Everyone calm down!
We knew this moment would come. We've prepared for it. Go. Go. God will not let them take me. I saw when the Lamb opened the first seal, and I heard, as it were the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts say, "Come and see."
Step forward.
And I saw. And behold, it was a white horse. And hell followed with him.
Rookie, cuff this son of a bitch.
God will not let you take me.
All right. So now we have
Rook,
a choice.
put the cuffs on him.
What do you say, chat? Should we do it?
Should we do it?
We gotta do
I think
it.
we gotta do it.
We can't leave him here to keep
Okay.
building his cult.
Okay.
Alright, it's
I
the,
down
guess-
you
the right thing to do.
I mean, this is literally our job.
Take your friend
Yes.
and walk. Sometimes the best thing to do is to walk away.
Let's go.
So, cuffs put on.
Yeah.
Let's get out of the church. What's gonna happen? What's behind the door?
I'm not gonna spoil it. We'll see.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So,
Walking back to the helicopter.
yes. If we can get to the helicopter, we'll be fine.
Yes. Which is, oh, they closed the left gates.
Yeah, I don't think we're going
So we
that
need
way.
to take
The long way around.
the side path.
Okay. The father's very calm and collected during all this.
Your
Much.
partner seems very on edge,
Yes. I mean, I would be.
and the cult members too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you're taking away from them their life. Like, you can tell they don't know what life is without the father anymore, and that's like the power of
Oh!
cults. Oh my God.
Okay, rocks are being thrown.
Bullets are being shot.
Yep. Let's quickly escape from here.
Yes.
I would suggest. Everyone.
Was blind, but now I see.
Come in. Over.
Like me.
Please. Are you there? Is somebody there? Please.
I told you that God wouldn't let you take me.
Please. I need to know what's going on.
Dispatch,
Oh my God.
everything is just fine here.
need to call anyone.
Yes, Father. Praise be to you.
No one is coming to save you.
God has kept you under the shadow of his wings. Everything is unfolding according to God's plan. I'm still here with you. The first seal has been broken. The collapse has begun. And we will take what we need. We will preserve what we have. We will kill all those who stand in our way. These, the harbingers of doom, will see the truth.
We gotta get out of here.
Begin the reaping!
We gotta get out of here.
Jesus Christ! Get the fuck out of here! Let them burn. That's God's will. This is their punishment.
Go, go, go.
Going.
Quick! Escape!
Go, Nolan.
Ow.
No, you can't stop here.
I'm not gonna die.
The helicopter escape didn't go according to plan.
No, it did not. The cult has
And-
shown us now that they will do anything to obey the Father's will and to stop you from getting away. We're in rural Hope County, Montana. If you're just joining us, we are trapped on this small island that is the cult's stronghold. Our helicopters just crashed. The Father wants to purge the sinners, and we are considered sinners. So we're going to try and book it and get to safety.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, you can ask them in the chat. There was actually Sarah
Yes.
asking, does the Father have a right hand or associate? Who's going to help him?
So we saw in the church there behind him 3 people. Those are his heralds. Each one has control over a region in Hope County, Montana, and they're like his family. They're his siblings. So he really trusts them to bring about his will.
Right. And so at the moment, we just escaped the helicopter on fire. The cult is behind us, looking for us, and we just need to pick up a weapon.
Yes, and
And
find some
survive.
safety maybe.
Ah.
Stealth tutorial. Can you do it, Nolan?
I think I can. I'll
Is
do
that-
my best. I'll do my best.
Is that a branch on the tutorial screen? I think it was.
It could be implied. I think.
So many weapons.
So many melee weapons. One thing I like to do is go stealthy because you get to eavesdrop on people.
Yes.
And the people, both the cultists and the civilians in this world, are, you know, full of information. They have personality. They have opinions. So you can learn a lot about what's going on by listening, but we can only listen for so long, eh?
But more importantly, ooh, a branch.
More importantly, we have a branch. Have branch, will smash. Oh, what's that?
Ooh.
A pipe.
Also
a
a
little
pipe.
harder than a branch.
And so these houses belong to the cult now?
They do now. So the cult has basically been slowly buying up areas. Oh my God.
Don't get spotted.
Okay, they've been buying up areas for years now, slowly but surely. And you know, when they first came in, they didn't seem hostile. It's really
Wow.
since you, the player, have entered that they've upped the violence.
Yeah.
They've triggered their vision of the collapse. They think that the end of the world is going to happen
Yeah.
very soon.
Oh, and what is he looking at? This cage?
Looks like a little creature in there.
Oh, yeah.
Free
We'll
it.
just
Can you free it?
see what happens there.
Oops.
Oh, I love it.
No,
Okay, what
this is
animal
so
is
good.
that?
Wolverine. One of the many, many animals we have
Should you
in
run
Hope County.
away?
Oh, no, 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 no.
Crap.
This is what we call karma.
Yeah.
And he's going to follow you probably.
Is he chasing you?
Nah, he's.
Oh, yes,
He
yes,
is
yes.
Oh, yes,
chasing
he
you.
is.
Just run.
Okay,
So
so,
first the cult, now a Wolverine.
oh, he's gone. Oh, he's going
he's-
next.
Oh, he's got another guy.
That is the systemic open world
Perfect.
working well.
That's his house now.
Yes.
I've not
Okay.
seen that.
Okay, so we've got a call from the marshal. He wants us to rendezvous with him at a nearby house.
Oh yeah, and we see all this present from the cult with these draperies
Yes.
and the flag and
Yes.
the homeowners.
They've had to get out of there. They wanted to sell
Yeah.
it. That's what a lot of cults do based on our research we saw. They'll move into an area. They've accumulated usually lots of funds from their followers giving them money.
Yeah.
And they just buy up places and either convert or push out the locals.
Right.
And they've had years to do it here in Hope County. And this is the place where they are probably the strongest. So this is all theirs.
That's actually going back to a question from Mikhail Pravin Joe. Who is the father? What's the need to arrest him?
I mean, he's a dangerous cult leader. We're seeing him amassing weapons. At the very beginning of the game, we saw that he was under arrest for kidnapping with suspicion of intent to harm. He himself, I don't want to give away too much, but you know, as you're playing, listen to what the cultists say. Listen to the lyrics of the music that's playing in the cult cars, especially. They have their own music that they like to listen to. You'll be able to piece together a little bit more about who the father is and what he wants.
And so right now our mission is to join the marshal.
Yes.
Buck.
I think we should get in there.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
just-
feel safe out
Alright.
here
No,
anymore.
yeah. Let's go
Let's
in
go.
a safe spot.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Rook, I'm sorry. I thought they got you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Check the room, Rook. Oh, Jesus. I had no idea. Fuck. We're putting this whole family away. All of them. Fucking lunatics. We're gonna get out of this, rookie. First things first, gotta arm ourselves. Here. All right, here's what we're gonna do. There's a road out there. We're gonna take it, we're gonna head northeast. It's probably only a few hours back to Missoula. And then we're gonna come back here with a goddamn National Guard, and we're gonna take out the rest of these. Okay, shh.
You can do it.
Yeah.
So for those of you just joining us, we are under fire from the cult. We've already tried to escape in a helicopter that they've brought down. We've rendezvoused with our marshal here. He's told us to try and hold down the fort while he secures a way for us to escape. We're going to try to get back to civilization, and if we can, then we can tell the National Guard what's going on here and get some help in. We already found out in the helicopter crash that Nancy, our dispatch, was actually with the cult. So Nancy's betrayed us. It's up to us to survive and go get help.
Yeah, because right now no one knows what's happening.
No one knows what's
outside
happened.
of the islands. Yeah.
Yep. Oh.
Wow,
Use a med kit.
Not dying. Not dying.
No. Oh my God, they're really coming at you.
So angry.
And what's this little icon that you see?
Oh yes. So that guy's injured,
Yeah.
and if you leave him there, he'll eventually die. But if there was another cultist around, you could come help him. Like you're going to help the marshal.
Nice.
Oh.
Whoa, they're coming from all over the place.
Yes. There's a lot of them. Holy smokes.
Ammo crate.
Yes. More. Holy crap! They just keep coming
from
over
the
that bridge.
And from the forest, I think. Yes, we have a car.
Okay. Good.
Let's
We're
get out of
stealing
here.
a cult truck. Let's roll.
Yeah. There you go. Algorithm says just survive as an objective.
I mean,
Okay, I'll do that now.
at this point, yeah, that's what you got to do.
Okay.
Okay. Where are we?
Yes, get out the islands.
So.
Huh.
Henbane River region.
Yes. Oh,
Fucking Nancy.
wildlife.
Nice wildlife.
Yeah. They block the roads.
Awesome.
Careful leaning out there. I know that it's dangerous.
I like how you can lean out of the car
Yes.
to be have a better angle, but you're less protected, obviously.
Yes, that's the choice you got to make. Oh, there's a propane tank. Oh,
Yeah,
I missed it.
you were aiming for it. I saw that.
Oh,
Yes, dynamite.
Well,
Rocket. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
It's very difficult in movement to time it well. Oh, almost. I like how you see this guy like flying.
So we're in like an abandoned train yard, it looks like.
Yeah.
You can come back and explore this place.
Whoa, nice.
Good job.
Try again.
And so if you're joining us, this is the beginning of the game.
Yes, we've just gotten hoodwinked by the cult.
Yep.
They took down our helicopter. We're trying to escape in a truck with a federal marshal.
What?
Oh, that's.
Ah!
Okay, so they have
Okay,
air
and
support.
they have a plane.
They have a plane.
all good.
Reading some questions.
Yeah, and I'm seeing those like purple flares.
Purple flares? I missed it. I was reading.
I think it's for
Questions.
reinforcements.
Oh, yes,
Right? They
yes.
shoot it in the air and then, yeah.
They're going to call for help.
Uh-huh.
People are asking about choosing endings and branching paths. We have Tibet Trailblazer and Welcome to New Vegas asking about that sort of thing. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for them,
No.
but I will say that this game really rewards you paying attention and, you know, interpreting the world, picking up notes,
Yes.
listening to people, and you'll be able to find some satisfying treats for you there, I think. I can say that much. Okay, are we gonna do it? This is the last bridge.
Okay. Almost
Go, go,
safe.
go, 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 go. Oh my gosh.
Good job.
Okay, he's down.
Oh.
What? Shoot.
Oops. I think we fell.
Oop.
Cinematic time.
My children, we must give thanks to God. The day I have prophesied to you has arrived. Everything I told you has come true. The authorities who tried to take me from you are now in the loving embrace of my family. Save for one.
You are my children. And together, we will march to...
You know what that shit means? It means the roads have all been closed. It means the phone lines have been cut. It means there's no signals getting in and out of this valley. But mostly it means we're all fucked. Goddamn collapse. They all think the world's coming to an end now. They've been waiting for it. For years. Waiting for somebody to come along and fulfill their prophecy and kick off their goddamn holy war. Well, you sure as shit kicked. Smartest thing for me to do would just be to hand you over. Fuck. Get out of that uniform. We need to burn it. There's some fresh clothes there. When you get changed, you come and see me. We'll see if we can unfuck this situation.
Okay.
All right.
So we've been rescued by this mysterious guy named Dutch. We've woken up in what looks to be an underground bunker. He's told us that we need to burn our sheriff's uniform. Makes sense. You know, the cult is looking for a sheriff, so let's
do that.
Let's
You wanna
get a new outfit.
Yeah.
go change
And
some
Go
clothes?
incognito. Witness protection program, courtesy of Dutch.
All right.
Okay.
And I like how you could all see all the details in the room and everything. That was very cool.
So Nolan already picked to be a lady, so now we can do some further customization. Choose your face, choose your skin tone, and then choose your outfit.
You can choose between male or female.
Yes, at the beginning of the game.
Okay. And then skin tone, haircut.
Hair.
Yep.
You're gonna give her the sick undercut again?
I think I will go with Andy's again, yes.
I like it.
I'll show some of the options.
Yes.
I think that was it.
Yeah, let's pick that.
Okay, you good with that?
Yep.
Cool. Yes,
yes.
my favorite combination right off the bat. Plaid
Clothing.
camo, plamo. They'll never see you.
No, no. Super stealth. Oh, just, you know, random citizen. So we can change upper body, lower body.
Shoes,
Shoes,
gloves. I think there's
gloves,
even hats and stuff as
hats.
well, yes.
Yep.
And of course, you'll find more of these as you play the game.
Yeah. Because right now we're in Dutch's.
Yes,
The clothing
this is Dutch's
selection.
closet. We're lucky he has this at all.
It's a bit limited.
Yes.
But then you have shops, you can, unlock more.
Miss Candela says, I like customization. GG, thank you.
Yay.
We like it too.
All right, so we good?
Yep.
Yes, let's do
Let's
it.
confirm it. There you go. Cool.
So now let's go figure out who this Dutch guy is and kind of what.
Is he Dutch?
Is he Dutch?
Bad
Don't
joke.
think so.
Maybe, maybe.
So, but he's alone here, right?
It seems like it, yes.
Yeah.
You know, based on what I'm seeing, he's a big, hardcore lifestyle prepper. And, you know, there's a lot of people who think that the end of the world is coming and they go to this extent to make sure that they can weather whatever storm they think is coming.
Yeah.
That's one thing that was kind of interesting in our research about cults and what locals are like in Montana and undercurrents of like apocalyptic prep. We saw that, you know, the people that are on the side of the father think a collapse is coming, but a lot of people that aren't on his side also think a collapse of some kind is coming. So you'll be able to learn more about that as you explore the world, find bunkers like this, and find more people like Dutch and others who maybe are trying to brace for something.
Yeah. And he seems to have done some research about the cult.
That's more than a hobby at that
Yeah.
point. So maybe you can learn about them.
Yeah.
He's got some intel for you there. We see that little note icon that's going to be everywhere in the world.
Yep. Yeah, because this is much more attention to the details of where you're located. Like
Absolutely.
Intel, players, NPCs talking to each other. Yeah. Even the songs.
Yes, definitely. Now let's.
Should we talk to Dutch?
Yeah. let's
Yeah,
talk to
I
him.
want to know
Alright.
what's going on.
I didn't properly introduce myself back there. Most folks call me Dutch. I've been trying to piece together what's happening up top. It ain't good. Little I can gather is that your partners are alive. For now. Seems they've been split up. Each one handed off to a different member of Joseph's family. You want them back, I get it. I got friends that've been taken too. Problem is, there ain't no help coming. Nobody knows what's going on here, and they won't know until it's too late. There's gotta be people out there willing to fight back against this cult. We need to show them how. We need to build us a resistance. So the first thing we're gonna do is get control of this island. Once we got some breathing room, we can figure out what's coming next. There's a gun and a map in the safe over there. Take them. I'll give you a call on your radio once you get your bearings.
Well,
All right.
thank you, Dutch.
So Dutch has tasked us with a bit of a chore. He wants us to take care of the cult presence on his island,
Yep.
get him some breathing room, he said, and then we can figure out what's going on in broader Hope County. Because, like I said, the cult has been here for years, and they've been keeping mostly to themselves, buying up properties, but now suddenly they've flicked the switch and they're going full-on reaping, is what they call it, where they're going to start taking people and things. And Dutch is like, this is brand new. We need to figure out what we can do to fight against them, who's in trouble, what's going on. So first step is to get that island perimeter established.
Yeah.
Ooh, first step is to take a shovel.
Ooh.
Yes. One
Which
of my
is
favorites.
yes, it's a favorite weapon.
Yeah.
I think most playtesters enjoyed it the most. I saw a stat.
Can you throw it?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I think you can see it.
Yes.
Oh, got like overhand.
Nice.
Very cool. And obviously in the chat, a lot of players were asking, what are we seeing? How big is the map? Like questions like this, we're gonna show you over the course of the gameplay. But obviously these are the first 45 minutes of the game. So obviously a couple of minor spoilers, some cinematics, giving away some pieces of information. But there's still so much more to explore and find out.
The map
that
is huge.
It's fine.
It's a lot.
Wow, these trees are huge.
It's daytime now.
Yeah, I like how the lights completely changed.
There's 4 ways you can go about this. First, you can liberate any hostages the cult's taken. These are good people who might just fight alongside you if you help them. Second, you can destroy Eden's Gate property that's all over the place now. Hell, they built 2 goddamn shrines on this island alone. Third, you can tackle resistance missions. There are a lot of folks out there waging their own war against this cult, and they could sure use your help. And last, if you're really looking for a fight, you can take on the cult outposts that have popped up across the county. Liberating those places will give the resistance solid footholds to push back against Eden's Gate.
Right. So this tutorial, obviously because we're starting the game, explaining us what kind of activities we need to do on this island. So we had 4 activities.
Do you remember them?
Yes. The hostages, civilians, the shrines that you can explode.
Destroying cult property?
Yep, cult property. Then you have the outposts.
Yes.
And the last one?
Responding to his missions.
The main missions.
Yes.
Yeah, with the quest givers.
So wherever you are in the world, not just Dutch's Island, but throughout the regions of Hope County, you can do these activities.
Yeah.
And it's really non-linear. You can go in and out of areas. You can take them on at your own pace. Explore the world.
Ooh, binoculars.
Ooh.
He doesn't even
Are
too
you
good of a
gonna-
shape. Look at. And I like how also you were looking at the tower and just like highlighted, okay, you discovered this location, so yeah. You really need to pay attention
Yes,
to your
it
environment.
pays to look around. We see the Y Wharf, if I'm saying that correctly. I want to play this game so bad. My first actual Far Cry.
Oh,
That's
welcome.
awesome. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. It's a
You gonna try and
huge
throw it
Far
from here?
Cry. Oh my God. Can you do it? No!
Oh! Oh, no,
Oh,
it
you got
did
him.
work. Yes!
Good
Taken
job.
from above.
Amazing.
And you can pick up HMG.
I was worried about that. Gotta
did
get my
it.
shovel back.
Yep.
All right.
Great.
All right. So
Now
this
let's
is
free
the,
this person.
Yes. It's been taken by the cult. And you can get some intel from him.
These loony fanatics are out of control. If you want to protect yourself, I think there's a prepper stash near the boathouse. Should have some good gear squirreled away.
All right.
Prepper stash.
Yes.
That's also a new activity.
Yes, so like I said, there's people preparing for their vision of the end of the world, even outside of the cult here.
Yeah.
Many of them have bunkers, many of them have just been accumulating supplies. So if you talk to locals here, they're going to tell you, hey, I know some guy, he's left the area, go ahead, see if there's something there for you. Because as you go on, people are going to start learning that, hey, there's a
Yes,
rookie
yeah.
deputy here, maybe they can help us. Clearly this is cult property.
I think it is.
Just a few hints.
Just, yeah. Some minor details giving it away.
Yes.
Ah, a note.
The reaping has begun.
What's the reaping?
The reaping is their process of quickly accumulating as many people and supplies as possible because they think the end of the world is just around the corner.
Okay. So they need to hurry up.
It's a big
basically, and-
harvest.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's yeah.
It's like the.
Oh, I thought you were going to miss it.
I got this.
Okay. And so this is the prepper stash. That
Yes, we can see on that little icon there.
the NPC was talking about.
And you know, like you were saying, speaking to people is going to give you information, and some of that will be about prepper stashes, about other activities you can do.
Yep.
So make sure you get to know the locals.
Yeah. And you can also find them
By
just
yourself,
exploring.
yep.
You don't always need to take intel.
There's
you can
many
just
ways
find them out.
to discover things.
Okay.
So that's the.
So that's the stash or
Yeah.
the hidden bunker.
Yep.
Well, it's not really hidden. Oh. Okay. So it looks like it's lots of water and electricity based
Yes.
for the pump.
Taking stuff.
Always taking stuff.
Always
Shiny
taking
objects.
stuff.
Okay.
Grab them.
Let's go inside. Ah, no key.
Okay.
Is there any other way you can go in?
Looks like if we swim under, we'll be good. Just
Yeah,
like
it's
summer
It's a
camp.
boathouse. Yeah. So very safe then.
Yes.
Very safe.
This is the electricity. Woohoo! And of course, the key is here. Oh. A
Nice.
paddle.
Found your favorite.
Your favorite melee weapon?
Is it your favorite?
I don't know.
This
mean,
shovel's
come on.
mine. It's pretty
yeah.
good.
Nice
The
big
detail
paddle,
on the
yeah.
wood and
Uh-huh.
the inlay.
The scratching as well.
So now we're up a creek, but we have a paddle. So I feel
all
ready to take on the
It's
cult.
all good.
But first, let's see if we can get that water out of there.
Mm-hmm.
I need some water.
It's good.
That was
Good segue
psychological.
there.
Like looking at it, it's like, oh, I feel thirsty now.
Maybe. Assel007 has asked, what's the best way to blow up things? Well, we will see some of the fun ways to blow up things very soon. I personally like the Molotov cocktails the most because they quickly start a fire. And I mean, it's late summer, the grass is dry. You can put two and two together.
Yep.
All right, so we've got this stash.
Ooh, and the bow.
And we have, you can see here that person has squirreled away items they think they'll need. There's some buckets of food to the right.
Oh, wait.
Ah,
Don't do that.
Sorry, sorry.
switching weapons.
Ah,
Okay, yeah.
that's just
crafting.
giving us a tip. So now we can make the stuff to explode things like Molotovs. Cool.
Using those ingredients that you found in the prepper stash.
Exactly.
Or anywhere in the world.
Exactly.
Okay. So how do you craft things? Oh, more money.
Sorry.
So crafting is with the weapon wheel, and then you select dynamite, and if you have those three ingredients,
You'll be
and
able to
enough
make it.
quantity, yeah, then you can craft it. Oh yeah, some players in the chat were asking on YouTube, where does co-op start in the story mode? After you exit that Dutch bunker, or maybe after you liberate Dutch Island?
Do you remember?
Yes. I'm just letting you announce it.
I think it's after Dutchess Island, no?
Yes. Yes, exactly.
I just want to make
once-
sure.
Yeah, once you've liberated Dutchess Island, co-op is open.
The world is open
yep,
to you. You can grab a friend.
any
jump
way
in.
you want. And that's the second side activity.
Yes, we see that little
with the-
icon there.
Yeah, called property that you need to destroy.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Oh,
There you
sneak
go.
peek. So this is the island that we're on.
Yeah.
This is kind of Dutch's headquarters. He's got cameras all over the island. He's been prepping and watching for something like this to happen. So he is kind of uniquely positioned to help you survive the initial encounter with the cult.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us now, you're a rookie sheriff's deputy. You've come into Hope County, Montana. You tried to arrest their leader, the father, Joseph Seed. It did not go well, and now you're trying to figure out what your next steps are,
Yeah,
really.
pretty much. Like you didn't expect the situation to go that
No.
bad. Ooh, throwing knives.
Are you gonna? Nice. Good job.
So good, so good.
That's good.
Realize we're not making a sound as well.
They can't hear us, Nolan. They
I think
can't
I'll
hear
be
us,
very
Nolan.
quiet there, yeah.
And what is this green fog that we see?
So this is a cult shrine. That kind of green fog, you described it perfectly, is the bliss. As you play, you'll learn more about the bliss, but in short, it's something that Faith Seed has been using, good job, to basically convince maybe more recalcitrant followers about the benefits of joining Eden's Gate. As Nolan gets closer, we can see the effects. Our vision is swooning. There's beautiful light. And as you play the game, again, don't want to give it away too much, you'll learn more about what the bliss does to you and to the followers. But all we know now is that Dutch wants it gone. It's not a good idea. It's probably bad for the environment. So let's just wreck it
All right, let's
with the dynamite we just made.
Oh,
Maybe aim a little lower.
With the paddle, maybe now.
I went too
Punch
high.
it.
Sorry, punch it.
Old-fashioned
That won't work.
methods with the gun. There you
go.
go.
Still got it.
And so, plus 75 RP. That's
Perfect.
for
Resistance points.
Points, right.
Yeah. And I see Super Tim Dutta has asked, does the main villain have ability to brainwash others or mind control stuff? That ties in to the bliss. And if you go to the eastern region, the Henbane River region, you'll meet Faith Seed and see kind of where the heart of the cult is and how they're using that.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the second activity
Yes.
we've done on this island, liberating that kind man and then destroying the shrine. What is the third one?
I think to
Save.
save someone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
The mission's name is Guns for Hire. So that's also something exciting.
Yes.
That
We're gonna see
show
soon.
in a couple of seconds. I like how you're super stealthy.
I'm trying.
You're doing really good.
Some nice tall
Isn't there
grass.
is there someone else over there?
I sometimes try to be stealthy, and after about 10-15 seconds, someone
Yep.
spotted
Oh.
me and it's over. Ah, there was someone hiding. Oh.
Yeah, every time you're being stealthy, I don't want to talk.
Yeah. It's like, oh,
like,
that's gonna
whoa.
jinx it.
I'm holding my breath. Okay, please save him. He's being
With the
slapped
paddle.
around.
I use my paddle.
Can you throw the paddle?
I can definitely throw them. It came back to me. My boomerang paddle.
Beautiful. Okay,
Okay.
let's free this guy. So Dutch told us that some people around are actually going to want to help you fight.
Yeah.
And this looks like one of them. So yep, grabbing his gun, he's ready.
So once you've liberated, once you've helped him, you can hire him.
His name is Aaron Crawford, and he's ready to step up to the plate.
Hello, Aaron.
So there's people around the world. You'll also meet specialists later on who,
Yeah.
as you can see,
Oh, right there, yeah.
yeah, they have special abilities that you can unlock as you play. Everyone knows and loves Boomer, the dog that can fetch guns for you
He's just
and
the
tag
best boy.
enemies. So all of them have special abilities like that. You
Yeah.
can see some of them at the bottom of your screen.
A bear.
A bear, cheeseburger.
And so the fighter you recruited, he's not one of those specialists.
He's not a specialist, but he can still do what GFHs do, which is, they can act of their own will. You can leave them to address the fight in any way they see fit, or you can maybe tell them to go somewhere or to target someone particularly. And I think we're going to see that soon as we go to liberate this outpost.
So you can literally give him orders to help
Exactly.
you liberate that outpost.
Exactly. And if you get injured and fall down, they'll come and try and revive you. So it's good
Oh,
to have
wow.
them around. You can play
That's
the
super
game.
useful.
Exactly. You can play the game alone if you want, but I like to have at least one gun for hire around in
Yeah.
case I get injured, which happens a lot.
Downed.
Yes.
I need help.
So here we are learning how to control the gun for hire.
Okay. I like your approach. Binoculars, checking out all the enemies.
360
location.
view. Oh, so we see
Yeah.
those green containers. Those are full of bliss. So they're moving their
yeah.
stores of bliss around. They want to be ready for the collapse. It looks like they have a hostage there.
Yep, in the house.
Yep.
He's got some intel.
Yeah.
He's got something to say to us, so we better make sure he makes it through alive.
Yep.
No pressure.
Oh, so you just ordered Aaron to take this guy out
Aaron
quietly?
Crawford, you can do it. So if you're being stealthy, your gun for hire will also try and be
Okay.
stealthy.
So he follows your playstyle.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
good job.
Good job, Aaron.
Was that a punch?
I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay. Ooh, fast. Are you gonna be detected?
No.
Almost.
Stuck around him.
Almost. Ah, there you go.
Sly Sniper 76 thinks this is a pre-recorded stream. I assure you, this is real.
This is real.
Or we are psychic, and I know your name in advance. No, this is all live.
Yeah. Maybe you can show the controller and just
Oh,
like do a
yep,
couple.
this is-
Not now.
Oh, not like that? Sorry. Sorry. Alex.
It's live, I swear.
Yeah.
All right.
Like jump. Jump.
Oh, jump.
No.
Jump.
Jump.
Yay. Okay. So that little icon with the exclamation mark, that means he's got something to tell us?
Yes, he's going to tell us something right now.
You don't necessarily need to speak to him. It's
No.
just, yeah, giving you some,
Intel.
yeah.
All right, so now we've learned where they have another stronghold, so we can go tackle that. We can take a look
Ooh,
around.
ingredients.
Oh yes, good ingredients grabbing for crafting.
Oh, another note.
Careful, door opening.
Yeah. just- with a little creaking.
Battalion Hunter is saying, will the cult begin to fear you? Absolutely. Well, fear, they'll definitely begin to respond to you, that's for sure. The more resistance you build in a region, the more the cult will push back against you. So you'll start seeing stronger cultists come out with heavier weapons. You'll hear them talking about you more. Responses like that. So definitely they'll try and step up their assault as you prove to them that you're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. So right now it's early morning on Dutch Island.
Yes,
I see that.
it's a beautiful, quiet,
Yeah.
tranquil day. We've just been almost killed by some cultists as we tried to arrest their messiah figure. You know, another day in the life as a rookie deputy.
Classic.
Here in Hope County, Montana. Oh, knife, good choice. Whoop.
Yes.
He was, I think he was using binoculars, but he was looking the wrong way.
Not the right way.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah. Oof.
nice.
Ninja.
Wasn't there another one? Did you get them already?
Oh, that Aaron got that guy.
Oh,
Oh,
good
right,
job,
yeah.
Aaron. Perfect. Another good reason to have a gun for hire around.
Stay back, Aaron.
Oh,
What did I just
So-
say?
You can help your guns for hire just as they can help you if things like that happen.
Yep. Oh.
He'll forgive you. I
Not
think he's a
pre-recorded.
nice guy. No.
all right.
So let's head to this outpost and clear it up. So for those of you just joining us, I was recapping a bit about the cult and how we tried to arrest the father.
Yeah.
That didn't go very well. We've
Nope.
been rescued by a man named Dutch, who's a hardcore prepper.
Yep.
He's asked us to try and clear his island of the cult so that he can have a secure base of operations to try and figure out what's going on. The cults suddenly become actively violent. They've initiated what they call the reaping, which is their last phase of preparation before the collapse or the end
Yeah.
of the world.
Yeah, because it's all been like a ramping up towards that
Yes,
moment for
yes.
them.
Slowly but surely, they've been buying property in Hope County, converting
Taking it
people. Yep.
Like this outpost, this ranger station.
Yes. It looks
Okay.
like they're taking this one by force.
Yeah.
And like I was saying earlier, if you speak to the citizens of Hope County, they're going to tell you about, you know, hey, I didn't know what they were at first.
Yeah.
You might be
They
wondering, like, how
seemed
could they
friendly.
get so strong in the region?
Yeah.
But that's kind of how cults operate. They might even do like charitable works at the beginning and help people out and seem like friendly neighbors. But if they have a nefarious intent, they can eventually build till they're strong enough
Till it's
to.
too late.
Yeah, exactly. Going stealthy again, I see.
I could do the opposite. But
I mean, this is cool. Oh, can you grab him?
Yes.
Beautiful. I guess you have to be careful because they might hurt that guy.
you gotta be fast.
Yeah. Okay, Aaron.
Do it.
Yes.
Oh, careful, careful, careful.
Yes.
Oh my God, good job.
Perfect.
Good thing Aaron
I
was
know,
there
Aaron.
helping you
Yeah.
out.
Just like me.
Aaron's a
It's
big
all
help.
good. There you go. Quick cinematic showing how the resistance takes over after you liberated an outpost.
Yes, every time you liberate an outpost, here there's no resistance formed yet, but you've seen, okay, the place is clear, it's yours now. As you go throughout the world, you'll see the resistance roll in, depending on, you know, who you've befriended in that region. There's different groups trying to push back against the cult.
Thank you, Dutch. Ah, yes. The CB is not working.
The radio tower near the south shore must be busted.
And he's saying south, but you actually need to look at the compass because there's no minimap.
Yes.
That's also something that increases tremendously the immersion.
Yes, I think so too. You can't see exactly where you can go. I mean, you can pull up the map and have a bird's eye view, but when you're just playing on foot, the little compass at the top is going to point you in the right direction, but you're not going to see the terrain or anything like that. I think it's cool.
Yeah, you can still open the map in the menu, but it's not appearing like for you to always look at it in the corner.
All right, stay there.
Yeah.
You don't want him to appreciate the view?
I mean, nah, he's good. He's good.
I hear him complaining. It's like, hey, where are you headed? Oh, so foggy.
The only radio tower in Far Cry 5. For those of you just joining, we said earlier that intel and things about the world are not unlocked through tower climbing. This is, you know, you're fixing a tower for Dutch, different thing. You have to speak to people, look at signs, read notes, and that's how you'll learn kind of where to go, what to do.
And exploring the world.
Yes, exactly. We've put a lot into this space, so it really is going to reward players that are paying attention, reading things, like I said earlier, listening to the music of the cult even. There's story everywhere.
Yeah.
So should we fix the tower?
Let's fix the tower.
I don't know.
You don't like Dutch? You don't want to help him?
Let's do this.
There's the father
There you
himself,
go.
the statue.
Oh yeah, over there. In the background. You're welcome.
We're really
Not
high
even
up.
a thank you.
Okay. And here's some, everyone was asking about the map.
Yes.
So now is a good time to showcase how
So
big it is.
It's gigantic. Ta-da!
And it's split in 3 regions.
Yes, so I'll let Dutch explain.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Jacob's the one training the cult, and he's damn good at what he does. Eli and the Whitetail Militia have been trying to hold out, but Jacob's ready to step on their necks. Southeast of there, you got the Henbane River.
Oh.
That's Faith's territory.
Faith.
The little sister. I've heard all sorts of stories about people losing their minds in a place called the Bliss.
That's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
To the Holland Valley. John Seeds just rolled in there and has taken everything in the name of the cult. Food, supplies, and worst of all, people. Now, they're gonna have plenty more calls all over the county. I'll keep you posted on anything that'll be useful.
Very cool. Nick Rye.
I love this angle of the map.
Yeah.
So you can see where some
But most of it-
specialist guns for hire will be. You
Yeah.
can see some landmarks.
It's still all hidden by that
Yes.
fog. So these are just like the key locations, but
Exactly.
that's it. Okay. Whoa.
So as you walk around, even
Yeah.
fly around, we have planes and helicopters in this game. The map will show you
statue.
more and more. So this is
Awesome.
where we are now, the Silver Lake region.
Yep.
There's the Father's Island. We have Dutch's Island there in close proximity.
Fantastic. All right.
Cool.
Thank you so much. So as I was saying, this was the first part focusing on the first 45 minutes of the campaign
Yes.
of the game of Far Cry 5 coming out very soon, only a couple of days
Tuesday.
left. Right. And then you can choose by yourself. As we said, the map is open. As soon as you finish that introduction, you can go anywhere you want. You can invite a friend to play in co-op and play the entire campaign with him or her. And I think now would be a good time to talk about the second part of our live stream, which is going to be about arcade. And for that, we're going to have a couple of new guests. So I want to big thank you to Marri and Knadle.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for your
a lot.
questions. I hope you like it.
Let's see a short trailer explaining what's happening with our post-launch activities, and we'll be right back.
From the brand that brought you Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon comes 3 all-new adventures. Vietnam, zombies, space. It's the Far Cry 5 Season Pass and post-launch content. In the first DLC, Hours of Darkness, you'll be dropped right in the middle of war-torn Vietnam. As Wendell Redler, you'll face Viet Cong, rescue friends, and if you've got the grit, get the hell out of there. For an encounter of the radical kind, look no further than the second DLC, Lost on Mars. Your mission is simple. Save Earth by stopping a full-on alien invasion and haul ass back home. In the third DLC, Dead Living Zombies, the deceased cease to be decreased as you and a friend melt wave after wave of zombie hordes in 7 scenarios imagined by B-movie director Guy Marvel. And for you Vaz fans out there, we're throwing in the full game of Far Cry 3 Classic Edition. How's that for the definition of insanity? And for all Far Cry 5 players, we've got a bunch of post-launch content as well. First up is Far Cry Arcade, where there's an endless amount of maps to play in solo, co-op, or PvP, created by Far Cry Studio, as well as players like you. What's more, this mode is constantly updated with new content and challenges. And introducing reoccurring live events. We're going to give you goals to unlock exclusive outfits, weapons, and kick-ass vault vehicles. Participate in the events, get the loot. So run those sweet little legs and get your season pass for the best deal we've ever offered in Far Cry. And stay tuned for all new content post-launch of Far Cry 5.
Hey everyone, we're back after this trailer that shows everything that's going to happen on top of the campaign, and I'm here with 2 guests, 2 new people. I'm here with Clark.
Hey, I'm Clark Davis, lead game designer.
Yeah, for Arcade. And
Yes, for
we
Arcade.
have Alice.
Yes, hello. I'm
Oh.
Alice, and I'm a dev tester.
Yes, and you're going to be playing the arcade part. So for those of you who are joining us, this is the live stream made from Ubisoft Montreal. I'm Matthias, lead community developer on Far Cry, and this is our second part of the live stream, which is focusing on arcade. And Clark here,
Sure,
can you
yeah.
explain to us what arcade is?
Absolutely, yeah. So Far Cry Arcade is our user-generated content platform. It's a free feature in Far Cry 5 for all of our players. It lets you build maps with thousands of objects that we've included from Far Cry 5, Far Cry 4, Far Cry Primal, Watch Dogs, excuse me, Watch Dogs, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and Assassin's Creed Unity. And then we, the official developers, have made lots of maps using those assets. They will be available to play on day 1. And our community have made lots of maps too.
Yeah.
And we're going to be happy to show you some of those maps today.
Exciting.
Really looking forward to it. We have solo game modes and multiplayer game modes available.
Yeah.
Today we're going to look at some solo maps.
Yeah.
But we have deathmatch and team deathmatch maps available on day 1 as well. Really, the possibilities for building maps are endless, and for those who just want to play, we have an amazing shared progression system with the campaign that we're going to talk more about as we play through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we
It's gonna be fun.
show? Should we jump into gameplay and show what it looks like?
That's
on
it,
the
yeah.
menu?
Absolutely. So here we are on the main menu of Far Cry 5. The arcade option is available straight there. And if you're playing in the campaign, we also have access points within the campaign too.
Oh,
from
so
the menus.
within the solo co-op experience, you can
Absolutely.
access arcade.
Yes, you can go into a lot of different locations in the world. There will be an arcade booth that you can just interact with and start playing.
Nice.
But it's also in the menus as well.
Okay.
So you can go and just jump in at any time. It's really very open.
And you keep your progress, so there's really a big incentive of just
Exactly,
trying
yes.
the 2.
You'll see after we finish our first map some of the progression system in action.
Okay, perfect.
So let's jump in.
Yeah, let's jump in. So arcade.
So here we are, insert a virtual coin and let's jump into the arcade. This is also the access route into the editor for those of you who want to make some maps. But we'll go into the arcade, and here we are on our main menu. The first thing you want to do is jump in straight to some solo and co-op maps.
Let's do that.
Yeah, great.
So here are the maps right now. And of course, they're going to be much, 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 much more.
Exactly. These are our officially developed maps. We have a filter available that you can use to find other maps. But today we're going to jump into one of the maps we can't wait to show you. It's Sunken City. If you want to click on that, Alice, you're going to see a few more details. You can see some of the information available about the map. An interesting modifier that you'll see. We'll talk more about it when we start playing. You can choose to play solo or co-op. And I think we're going to jump in and start playing.
So any map in those solo objectives, you can play in co-op or solo?
Exactly, yes. If you have a friend, we have an in-game party system. Invite your friend in, play together, play solo. It's really up to you.
Okay, very cool. And so this map has been built and designed by the the Ubisoft Montreal dev team?
Exactly, yes. We built this ourselves. We used some objects from Far Cry Primal and also Watch Dogs.
Okay.
So it's an interesting blend of stuff. You're going to see we've really taken the content that we have available and we've made some interesting twists on it. You can see right now we're able to pick through some different loadouts.
Which one should we go?
That's a really good choice. I
What
think
is your favorite, Alice?
this one here is pretty good.
Let's go with this one.
Deacon?
Deacon.
Great.
Okay.
I can see we've got some assault type weapons there. So here we are. So this is an outpost type map. So players of Far Cry games are familiar with outposts.
Yes.
You can now make your own outposts in Far Cry Arcade.
Cool.
What you can see here is a very different take on a traditional outpost. Alice
This
going
doesn't
through.
look like Montana.
Oh, this is it. We can see Alice going through the classic gameplay of using her binoculars to tag enemies. The interesting take that we have here is that as a map maker, we can choose to turn on and off all of these different gadgets.
Okay.
So you can make an outpost without binoculars if you really want to go in for a hardcore approach. You can add time limits if you want. You can enforce a stealth playthrough by forcing a game over on detection. And you can do lots of fun stuff too. So in this case, we're asking you to jump into the water. You can just jump straight in, or you can take that little jet ski and drive over. So I think Alice is going to do that.
Yeah. And as you were saying, there are some modifiers that allow you, for example, to have unlimited breathing time underwater.
Right, that's it. Yeah, we have, I think, around 20 different modifiers that you can toggle on and off as you want as a map maker. So yeah, you can have unlimited underwater breathing. You can modify the damage you'll take from falling. You can turn on one-shot kills for enemies. There's lots of different things you can play around with.
Okay. So yeah, it's really the creator, the map builder has total freedom on creating any kind of map he wants.
Absolutely, yeah. We've really left it as open as possible, no restrictions on how you want to mix and match all of this content.
Okay.
So Alice, I think, is going to start off with a stealthy approach here.
Yep.
She's tagged a bunch of enemies. That's not everyone. You can see in the top left corner, we have a counter for the number of bad guys we need to kill to complete this outpost.
16.
So it's pretty high, but I'm pretty confident I can do this.
Of course.
Yep.
So I think we're going to start off stealthily.
And again, for those of you who are joining us, we are showcasing one map among many others from the arcade, Far Cry Arcade, which is going to be available at launch day, on the same time as the campaign.
Exactly, that's it. Far Cry Arcade is really there to offer a really excellent alternative experience for people who've played Far Cry before or who want to take a break from the campaign.
And it's part of the main game experience.
Absolutely, yeah. You can jump into Arcade from the campaign directly or from the main menu at any time, and you'll be earning levels in Far Cry Arcade. We have 500 levels available. You can earn money and perk points and then spend them back in the campaign.
Okay. So it's really seamless.
Exactly. So Alice, I can see she started to take out a few guys stealthily. It looks like she's going around the edge of this map. You can see some of the variety that we're able to produce in Far Cry Arcade, taking some Watch Dogs buildings and some more urban type items and objects and building a new take on an outpost from that. I think she's smartly trying to take out the long-range guys first.
Yeah, the snipers. He looks protected.
Yeah,
but
he's behind.
did he expose himself? Maybe you should zoom in.
I think I'm going to go another way.
Yeah.
And so all the weapons, of course you have the loadouts that you start with, and that's created by the map creator.
That's right. In this case, there were 3 different loadouts available. The map maker has full control on up to 4 different loadouts. So you can make a loadout that helps you play stealthily, helps you play long range, helps you play in assault style. Again, it's really up to the map maker on how they want to do this. The options are really open. All of the weapons from Far Cry 5 are in there. And all the gadgets are too. You can switch them on and off, mix and match them as you want. Create a really interesting play style. We're playing an outpost right now.
Yeah, the outpost is create a base that you need to attack and liberate.
If you've played Far Cry games before, you know what an outpost is. It's basically a little enemy fortress that you have to take down by eliminating all the enemies. Outposts usually have alarms attached to them. If the alarms are triggered, which in this case it has been, then more enemies will come in reinforcements. So you may have seen the reinforcements counter pop up. You can also see in the top left, our enemy count has jumped up from 16 to 22.
Because so reinforcements have been called.
Exactly. So one way you can help to avoid this is by taking out the alarms before they are triggered.
And I like how there's a lot of details under the water as well.
Right, the map maker did a really good job here, kind of selling the fact that
some fishes.
This is some kind of a post-apocalyptic environment, and half of the environment is underwater.
Okay.
So going underwater, it's also a really good way to regain your stealth after you've been spotted by enemies.
Ooh,
so
just
I think Alice here is gonna
above the head. Yes,
Perfect.
good job.
So she's really taking her time here, going around stealthily, being very methodical. It's the kind of approach I favour myself.
Yeah. And we see there's a
few explosive barrels there.
Area.
Yep.
May not want to hang around those for too long.
Yeah. I see that there are some questions in the chat in YouTube. Which one do you want to take?
Let's have a look. Reps Up 100 says, where can you share the maps you create so others can play them? Well, basically, when you go into the arcade editor, which was available from that insert coin screen we showed you just a minute ago, you basically make your map in that editor, and there is a publish option inside there.
Yeah.
So you basically go in, create the map, you can test it inside the editor directly. Yeah. When you're ready, you're just going to publish it. It's going to go online, and then everyone else is going to be able to see it.
Right.
Yeah. I can also see Marco says, can you customize the players and the AI's weapons? So for the AI, we have added in all of the enemy types who are in Far Cry 5. They will come pre-equipped with all the weapons that they would access normally in Far Cry 5. The player, we have up to 4 different loadouts, fully customizable. And of course, you can drop weapons in the map. Any combination of weapons, pickups, gadgets as you want. It's all available.
Yeah.
So there's really unlimited possibilities for all.
And what
of
about
this.
how you look, like your clothing options?
Yeah, well, if you, as you saw in the campaign playthrough earlier, you were going into the character customization menu, choosing your clothes. Whatever you were wearing in the campaign, when you come into Far Cry Arcade, it's what you'll also be wearing.
Okay.
But also in the arcade menus, there is an extra tab that you can go across to customize your character.
Okay.
So all of the campaign clothing items are there. There's it's available in Far Cry Arcade as well, basically.
So
it fully carries over.
Yeah. And as we can see, a very stealthy approach.
Yeah, I think we've decided to switch out from stealth to action at this point. 5 enemies down. This is going to be a fun ride as we go through. So I see there's an interesting platform there she can take.
Little ramp. And Reps Up again on YouTube was asking, what's the maximum plays on arcade multiplayer map?
Right, so we support 2 multiplayer game modes. We have Deathmatch and Team Deathmatch. It's 12 players for both game modes. Deathmatch, it's a free-for-all, just go wild and kill each other.
So 1v1v1v1 12 times.
Exactly, and then Team Deathmatch is 2 teams of up to 6 players.
6v6.
Exactly, and we have an in-game party system, so you can invite up to 5 friends to join you and take your group together into the multiplayer games.
Cool.
Or the co-op games as well.
Yep.
Like this map, Alice is playing it solo, but she could have joined in with a friend and could be playing together.
Yeah.
This map, a little tougher. A lot of enemies, a lot of firepower, a lot of explosive barrels. It could be a really good option to take a friend in and play co-op and make it a little easier for yourselves.
Like he or she would cover from the afar with a sniper rifle, while you're in the middle assaulting and like attacking every enemy.
Exactly. I mean, you play as you wish. The kind of play styles that you would be familiar with. Oh, is that a grenade launcher? Oh, yeah.
It is. And at first, when you were targeting the explosive barrels, I was like, oh. No, there are many, especially after the reinforcements have been called.
Yeah, that's it. But Alice is going through them pretty well.
Yeah. And those reinforcements, they work as like a wave system?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So basically, you could, in other map types, have multiple waves of enemies come in and attack you. Again, we're playing an outpost map right now, but some of the other game modes that we have available, we have Assault, which is just a straight-up kill all the enemies kind of experience. Although you could even switch out the enemies for animals if you want to go on a hunting safari. In fact, we have another map that will be available in the coming weeks, which is a safari-type hunting map.
Okay.
We look forward to everyone playing that.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, we also have Bounty Hunt, a brand new game mode where we ask you to take out specific targets and then get to the exit.
Okay.
And also in solo and co-op, we have journey type maps, which is more of an exploration type experience. I won't say anything more about that because I think we're going to play another map later on.
Okay.
Which
All
is
right.
that.
Yeah. The second map.
Yeah. So another question I can see, it's Dark Tagger. Can we create our own game modes? Well, we decided for Far Cry Arcade to give you a suite of specified game modes.
Yeah.
So I've just started to explain to you guys Outpost, Assault, Bounty Hunt, and Journey. But we're hoping to release new game modes in post-launch as well to keep the options open for everyone.
Nice. And yeah, you were saying the community, of course, is going to be building maps, but the devs as well.
Exactly, yes. So we have a suite of maps available on day one, and we're going to be continuing to launch new official maps after we launch in the coming weeks. You'll see more official content from us.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we've been working really well with our community in the months before launch to actually build maps that we are going to be featuring as we launch Far Cry 5 and in the first few weeks after we launch as well.
Oh, very
we'll be really excited to talk about that.
Yeah.
I think a little bit after we played this map.
Okay.
Oh, so that's a really interesting use of some of the objects from Far Cry Primal.
Yeah.
Some of the spiky things, just to help make sure you navigate your well.
And the
your
huts
way.
as well that we see. I think that's Primal.
Exactly, that's it. This is like kind of the creativity that our players can experience themselves and can get into. There's really no restriction on how you combine all of these objects together. So,
if there's no wall, it's difficult to target them.
Still alive.
That's it. So we are 15 out of 22 enemies down.
Yes.
Alice is doing a great job. A lot of assault weaponry available here. Good use of cover.
Yeah. And I saw that sometimes you have one alarm, but you could place more, right?
Absolutely, yeah. You can set multiple alarms if you really want to make the experience even more hardcore.
Yeah.
That's it.
I guess the map builder who's publishing the map should maybe indicate it careful, like 15 alarms, which you can actually deactivate, can't you? Oh, nice.
You can manually go in and deactivate the alarms. The gameplay works just like it does in the campaign.
Okay. Can you make the jump? Maybe here, yeah. Oh. Oh, yes.
Almost.
No.
There we go. But again, a great stealth breaker. 19 out of 22 enemies down. We're almost done. Danny on PC says, is publishing cross-platform? Well, I can say that all the official maps that we will be developing ourselves, we'll make them available on all platforms.
Okay.
And we will be regularly looking through the best of the community's maps.
Okay.
And when we feature them, we will be featuring them on all platforms as well.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So when they are being selected by us, you can expect them to be...
Absolutely, yeah. We'll take them and we'll port them across to all platforms.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how often is this happening?
We want to do it as regularly as we can.
Yeah.
We know that when we looked at our Far Cry 4 numbers, a lot of maps were made in the first month.
Yeah.
And so we're going to be coming into it regularly. We're going to be looking at it, I'm going to say weekly or bi-weekly to see what the community have been up to. We're going to be looking at, great.
Nice headshot.
Great finish to that map. We're going to be coming in regularly, basically seeing what the community have been rating.
Yeah.
You're going to see now with the arcade progression system in full effect, leveling up, getting some money, getting some perk points, cool little retro pixel badges.
Yeah.
You can rate the map. I hope you like it.
And all those this money that you earned and the perk points, you can keep using them in the campaign.
Absolutely, yes. If we go back to arcade, basically you're going to see the money and the perk points you've earned are available. We have a little readout to remind you of that. Take that back into the campaign if you want. Spend it in the shop, spend it on clothing, items and so on. Plenty of options available.
Okay. And now, so the map we just played was on arcade. It's going to be available on launch day.
Exactly.
So you will be able to play in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Like the wait is almost over. So we're very excited you will be able to create and play those custom maps. And that was made by one of the dev members. But now we're going to play a second map, which is going to be, which has been created with one of the map builders that we invited to the studio.
Exactly, yes. We invited a group of map builders to the studio. We have had a really good working relationship with these guys over the past few years. We really like the work they've been doing on Far Cry 4. So we asked them to come to the studio and build some maps for us and to see all the new features that we've been putting into Far Cry Arcade.
Very cool.
And we made a video about that as well.
Okay. I guess,
yeah, I think it would be a great time.
Let's
watch
watch
the
it.
video.
Yeah.
To thank some of our most active and long-term map editors, we invited them to the Montreal Far Cry studio this December. Here they had the chance to test in exclusivity the map editor and to meet with the arcade development team. It was also the occasion for them to play around with the map editor, discover new features, but also to give us some feedback on the whole arcade experience.
My impressions, I'm blown away by the map editor.
Just the amount of customization that can be done now in maps is massively improved.
There's no limitation for me at this moment when I look at the Far Cry 5 map editor.
It's pretty awesome, you know, it doesn't feel like anything was really stripped from this. It feels like things were added in over and above and beyond.
The team has been really responsive to any questions and concerns we've had. Being a native of Montana, you know, I'm going to draw a lot from just my knowledge of the landscape there to sort of try to recreate my neighborhood from growing up.
I do believe that it's definitely the best editor that I've actually had to play with, for sure.
All right, so that was the video that we recorded when we invited those map builders, those fans, members of the long-time Far Cry community, saying thank you so much, explaining and showing them an early version of the editor and listening to their feedback.
Yeah, definitely. They really helped us to grow and to figure out where we should be putting our efforts in developing the new features. Yep. And they were also really excited to see some of the new features that we have. Perfect. I think the biggest thing that we've done since Far Cry 4 is to add thousands of new assets into the game. In Far Cry 4, we had about 1,500, and now we're over 10,000 with objects and assets from the Far Cry series, 5, 4, and Primal, but also Assassin's Creed Unity, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and Watch Dogs. Yeah. We're very excited to showcase all of this great new content to our players and let them remix it. So that's great. And I think we're going to take a minute to quickly look through some of our menus. Yeah. If you go across, Alice, to the community section, we're going to see a new game mode that we're going to talk about briefly called Arcade Hero. We know from Far Cry 4 that there were hundreds of thousands of maps created, and that is great for us. And it also introduces an interesting problem for us to solve, which is how do we make sure the best content gets exposed to players? Yes. So that's why we created Arcade Hero. Basically, when you go in, you're going to be able to play a map that we will pick for you randomly, which hasn't been played very much or hasn't received a lot of votes. And we're going to ask you to play it, rate it, and let the community know what you think about it. Yeah. And that way, we hope to get more maps exposed, more maps rated and ranked up, and give more maps a shot at becoming the best.
And do you get a special reward for playing this hero mode?
That's it, yeah. Because you don't get a choice of map, we award you through the progression system that you saw at the end of the last map. We give you double progression points. Okay. So it's a great way to level up quickly by helping us out and helping the community. Yeah,
exactly.
Well.
Help them discover new maps that they may have not seen. Or
exactly, that's it. Also on the community section here, we have access to the arcade website. Yeah. Basically, the map browsing options that are in our menus are also online, so you can access this at any time from your phone, from your tablet, your computer. So you could be coming home, wanting to browse through some maps, see what's new. You can add that to your favorites, and then we have a favorites tile back on the main menu itself that you can jump into, and then you can access it. Alice is just highlighting that now for us. So that's it. Also, back on the community section, we have the Ubisoft Club Challenges. Yes. Every Friday night, starting next Friday in 1 week, we will be running live challenges every week. For the players who win those challenges, you'll be able to win silver bars, which you can use then to buy some prestige items in the game. Cool. And we'll be running new challenges every week.
Awesome.
We're looking forward to that.
And there's one thing we didn't mention, which was being asked in the chat, is about DLCs.
Oh, that's right, yeah. So
Mars, Vietnam,
and zombies as well, yeah. We're really looking forward to it. I would say it's the best post-launch Far Cry has ever done. We have a lot of great new content coming in, like those DLCs. And the great news for people who like arcade is that every time we drop some DLC, we will be taking some of the objects and assets from that DLC and adding it into Far Cry Arcade. So you'll be able to make your own Vietnam maps, your own Mars maps, your own zombie maps.
Do you need to buy the DLC to get access to the asset?
Those assets will be completely free for everyone who plays Far Cry 5.
Very cool.
So yeah, we want everyone to experience and have fun in Far Cry Arcade. Yeah. And we're keeping it as open as we can for everyone.
Awesome. Okay, should we play that second map?
Yeah, let's go in. So if we go back to the solo co-op maps, the map we're going to see is one of the maps that our community members built. It's called Safe Haven. It was made by the Anteater, who has been a long-time collaborator with us from our community, a really great guy. And we're very excited to showcase his map today. So it's a journey type map. I think, Alice, if you just start playing, we'll start to experience it and see what's available in this map.
And there was a question from the chat saying, from Call Me the Beacon on Twitch. He was saying, "Is that a Yeti? I love Yetis," on the previous screen.
Yeah. Well, the good news is we did bring back the Yeti from the Far Cry 4 DLC. He's available for all of our map makers to drop into their maps and have fun. If you want to set up a Yeti versus cultists map, you can do that. You want to set up Yetis versus bears, you can do that. It's going
to be some crazy fun maps.
That's it. It's totally open for you to do.
Okay, very cool. And again, we're showing you arcade almost for the very first time. There's been some glimpse at it in trailers, but this is the first time we show you the actual maps and how it plays. So if you have any questions, Clark here with us, the lead game designer, is available to answer any questions you may have.
Yeah. So let's start off. So we only have one loadout in this map. So journey. So really, we set this game mode up to be very open-ended, to give our map makers the most creativity. The only objective we ask of you is to get from the starting point to the exit, and it's really leaving the map makers completely free to design whatever kind of a journey they want the players to take. So in this case, we can see we're in some kind of a post-apocalyptic ruined city.
Looks like it.
There's a great mix here of assets from Watch Dogs, from Far Cry Primal, and Far Cry 5. It's a very interesting take on how you want to put all of those things together.
Yeah. Which is also why it makes it look so different.
Exactly. It's that freedom we've given, there's really no limitations on how you can put everything together. So many options to create maps that are more urban, more Far Cry Primal style. Of course, with Assassin's Creed assets available, you can build historical type maps. Everything's very open.
And a Yeti.
And a Yeti, of course.
What can go wrong? Two enemies.
So,
yes,
this is a journey type map, but it doesn't preclude combat from being in the mix. Oh, brutal. Because it's a journey type map and we're only asking you to get to the exit, the combat is optional. It's really up to you on how you want to tackle it. So it also means you have no idea on how many enemies might be in this map.
Right.
So some interesting surprises could be on your way.
And you could finish it, maybe not this one because it was closed doors, but you could do it stealthily.
Absolutely, yeah. The play style is really up to you as a player, but also the map maker for the kind of loadouts that they want to create and put into their maps. You can see here we've got an assault rifle with a silencer attached to it. Basically, it's completely free for the map makers to choose what kind of weapons and attachments they want to offer to the players.
And some reinforcements. Oh, nice. Two enemies at one.
So yeah, you can see they've gone into the down state there. They're slowly bleeding out. Oh, but one of the enemies was trying to revive his friend. This is a great tactic you can use to kind of bait enemies over to come and try and rescue their friends. He managed to help his friend out. Oh, and so did she.
Was that
this
rocket
guy?
Launcher?
Oh, he just died.
Take it.
Oh, that's a good choice. Great work by the Anteater, populating this map with some fun weapons.
I like how it feels really like as if it was just a major catastrophe with, like all these cars and everything, and you just, journey. You don't know what's happening.
Exactly. Like we really wanted it to be as open as possible for the map makers to create some visual storytelling without having to worry about narrative beats or cutscenes. Just to quickly set the scene. One of the things you can see here with the enemies that you've just been fighting, Alice, is that we let you dress them up with some of the clothing options that the player already has available to them in the campaign. We have a lot of different clothing styles, so you can put enemies into your map that represent the type of map that you have. You're not just limited to the cultists from Far Cry 5.
Oh, yeah, all the environment.
Finally, we're outside.
Which you can actually also change, can't you?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, right here it's a sunny day, cloudy skies, but looks to be in the middle of the day, very bright and clear. But there's nothing to stop you from setting this map at night, setting it in a very foggy environment. There are a lot of environmental options available to add in things like fog, different effects, color remaps you can do.
Clouds as well?
Yeah, clouds. You can change the size of the moon, even.
Oof.
Some of the other modifiers that you can play with, you can change the gravity of your map. You can jump really high if you want to. In this case, we have a really interesting, grounded, post-apocalyptic experience.
Lots of spread for this weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can switch the...
That's it, the fire mode.
The fire mode, yeah.
Yep.
With
So
square.
the same kind of options that you have in the campaign are available here. Different ammo types are available, different fire modes, it's all there.
Very cool.
Danny D5050 is asking us on the chat, what size are the maps you can build? So the square footage is 500 by 500 feet, with a lot of vertical space above and below you. We wanted to make sure that players had a lot of freedom to make maps, but we also are very keen on making sure that the experiences are relatively bite-sized. We would love people to be jumping in and out of the arcade. You can make maps, of course, though, that can last a very long time. You can make maps that are very quick to complete. You can add a time limit to your maps if you want to enforce players to get to the exit or to complete their objectives pretty quickly. I think we gave players a lot of freedom in order to kind of realize their visions.
And a lot of potential content as well and maps for the rest of the community to play.
Exactly, yes. I can see Mortal Folly is saying, does the map creator assets include enemies? Absolutely. All of the different enemies that are in Far Cry 5 are available for our players. All of the animals are there too, all of the vehicles, all of the guns from Far Cry 5, and, like I say, we brought in the Yeti from the Far Cry 4 DLC. It was a very popular
Is it
decision.
in this map?
I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to play and find out.
Okay.
And in post-launch, of course, we'll be bringing in new content.
Yes.
To the editor.
That's going to be very exciting.
Yeah, we're very...
Even more assets.
That's it. We announced in the trailer that there are 6 packs of content coming. The first 3 have already been announced. Those are tied into our 3 DLC packs for Mars, Vietnam, and Zombies. 3 more packs that we haven't talked about yet. And, there'll be more information coming further into post-launch.
Oh, that's a little, like, not Easter egg, but like hidden location.
That's it. I mean, this is the great thing. When we let and we give players the freedom to build their own maps, you see them naturally building in little Easter eggs and hidden treasures for players to find. It's a really great sensation to kind of explore someone else's map and see the care and the attention that they put into it, using all the different objects that we provided in ways that we never even thought could be done. Creating situations that are very similar to what you might see in Far Cry, but also very unsimilar, and that's the beauty of it, really. We really let players go wild and do whatever they want.
Yeah, and even on the community side of things, we developed some tools like the website that allows you to not only browse through maps, but also follow fellow players.
Absolutely, yeah.
So if you like the Anteater's maps,
you can find him on the website, follow his maps. When you follow someone's maps and you favorite them, you can come back to the game later on. We have a favorites option on our main menu of Arcade. Jump in, and then you have a ready-made playlist for you to jump in and play through.
Very cool.
We also have a filter on the main page where you can filter for maps that are top-rated or most played by the community as a way to just quickly check through what's available. If you really love Outpost maps, you can just filter out the Outpost maps. If you really like multiplayer maps, you can just filter out multiplayer maps too.
Okay. So I could literally, like tonight, go home, take the subway, bring up my phone, check the website, filter newest maps, check them out, and like just add them to my favorites.
Exactly, that's it.
Then launch my PS4 at home, start the game, and they're all already there.
They're ready for you to play. That's it.
Very
we set up our filter to show our featured maps by default. Jump in at any time and modify that filter as you want. And regularly we'll be adding new maps in post-launch. We have a great bunch of maps coming on day 1. Then every Friday for the first month we'll be having new maps as well. We'll be asking the community to come in and play Arcade every Friday. On top of that, in post-launch, connected to the Arcade, we have live events. We'll be running an event which runs in the campaign every week. Every 4th event will be connected to the Arcade. We'll be asking everyone to come in and play. If you play and win a live event, there'll be exclusive rewards, new clothing items for your character, new weapons, new vehicles coming in. Some rewards are fully exclusive, so you want to participate in the event, you want to win the event in order to claim it. Other rewards at the end of the event will become available to all of our players.
Very cool. And nice job.
Yeah, Alice, you're doing a really good job here.
I think you had 1 ammo left on your magazine.
Yeah, that's possible.
But that golden diamond, that represents the end of the journey.
Exactly, yeah. So I think we're almost there now. You can see the Anteater did a really great job of taking all of the objects that we have and putting them together to create a brand new environment that kind of really sells the sense of post-apocalyptic feeling.
Yeah.
So we're almost there. I feel like there's only a little bit left. A few final enemies to take down.
I feel this is the perfect map for like surprises.
Exactly, that's
because
it.
it doesn't really. Oh.
Is she going to use it? Oh,
I missed.
So close.
Oh no.
Yeah, medkit.
No, wrong.
Oh.
So close. Maybe
That's
you want
one way
to
to
hang
use
back
it.
and
Oh, no.
so close to the end.
Yes.
That's okay though. You could literally see that ending, like that. It's the end of a journey. That's fine.
Actually, this is a great opportunity to see that even if you fail in arcade, you're still going to make progression.
Right.
We made it so that the only metric that you're going to be measured by in arcade is the time you spend playing. That's really what we'd love you to do.
Yeah.
Come in, play, have fun. If you win or lose, it doesn't matter. You're still going to make progress. You're still going to earn money and perk points. And you're free to replay the map as many times as you want. It's really up to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think we should maybe replay or?
No, I think we've reached the end of the segment, and as you said, this is the perfect way to showcase that if you win or if you lose, it's still rewarding you.
Exactly,
with,
that's it.
Money and perk
We
points.
have 500 levels of progress you can make in the arcade.
Okay.
And every time you level up, you're going to win some money, win some perk points, get a cool little pixel retro badge, and then take all those rewards back to the campaign.
Okay.
Buy yourself some new clothes, buy yourself some new weapons, have fun in the campaign again. Jump back into arcade every week.
Yep.
There'll be new maps coming from us, and if you feel up to the challenge, go and build your own maps.
Absolutely.
And publish something and let the community enjoy it. The community members can also take your maps and our maps, download them, remix them, publish them as an updated version if they want to.
Yeah.
It's totally available for everyone.
Total freedom.
That's it.
Thank you so much.
Great. Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah, so thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Only a few days left, March 27th, release date. We hope you had fun watching both the beginning, the first 45 minutes of the game, and the arcade section, which are both going to be available on launch day. Obviously, thank you so much to our guests, Clark, Alice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the moderation team, the producers, everyone who's been watching. We hope to see you very soon in Hope County. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye.